Welcome back, guys. You are here at Jack's Comic Creation channel. Uh, so nice to have. I'm so thankful for all of you guys who come to my channel to learn, to enjoy, to really, just a nice place to be. That's all I really wanted it to be. I wanted it to be a place to just come and chill. You know, I it, there's one thing, if there's one thing that I really enjoy, that is sharing, um, you know, my ability with people, the gift I've been given, and just like you guys, you know, we've all got gifts. We've all got gifts. So use them. Use them. Timeless Visions. Timeless Visions is a post-apocalyptic sci-fi thriller with so many other elements. Western. It's got a great amount of stuff in it. It really does. It's got aliens, monsters, um, you know, past, present, future, far future. It's got, you know, extremely intelligent, gaseous life forms that take over people and bend them to their will. It's an amazing comic book. I don't think it's because I'm biased. I think it's a really good idea, and you guys should go check it out. The link is down below. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, and just come over there and follow me and check out the book. Go to Comixology and check out the book. So let's get started. Alright, now as you can see, I'm basically just kind of playing around with flesh parts, like if they were light. But the thing is, it's not completely flesh. It's actually a drape over. And there's going to be a lot of times, like I said, I pretty much know the character, but there's going to be a lot of times that what they're wearing will change from time to time, because nobody wears the same clothes all the time. I see that so many times in comic books. And it's, those days are done, in my opinion. They're done. People's clothes change. So this particular outfit she has on, this is animal skin. Okay, so like we were doing before, the scale work. Best thing to do when you're trying to make something that actually needs to, depends on how thick the clothing is. Let's talk about clothing, okay? Different types of clothing. Like for this particular outfit, let's go ahead and what I would do, I would make lines. I would make lines, and then those lines would be, you would make humps where the clothes, there's either folds, like that's a fold, it's a fold inward, and this is an outward, like that, okay? So, as you're making these, you're basically kind of setting yourself up to know exactly where the scales, or any type of clothing, depending on what type of clothing it is, and how thick it needs to be. So, for me, this right here is the light source. Okay, that's the light source, which means that would be closed in because that's over it. All right. Okay, and this It's kind of like a, I don't know, it's like a half of a shirt. But the thing is, she's got like a, oh, what would you call that? It's like a bodysuit. It's almost like a bodysuit. Because she's kind of like a post-apocalyptic ninja. That's what she is. And you'll see what I'm talking about in the next panel. But right now, and when I was talking about, because we're talking about clothing, you want to always verify where the light is on something before you continue. I mean, that's the way I do it. Other people may do it differently, but that's the way I do it. It's the easiest way I've seen how to do it. Like, for instance, there's light here. You know, and there's light here. And like I said, this clothing she's wearing is a drape. Now let's try this, see how this works. Yeah, that'll be fine. That's what we're going to do. This is a breast right here. But it's not, I mean, it's not exposed because it's a bodysuit. Now, this particular bodysuit has a lot of surprises on it, which is kind of cool. And I will be introducing the character who actually makes these bodysuits. He's not exactly human. But this, okay. So you see what I mean? You see what I'm talking about? It all depends on the type of clothing that the person is wearing. Okay. So like, all right, you got the scales. All right, we'll go back. This is the light source. And I forgot what it's called, but it's some kind of lighting that's it's where the harshness is, and it's more prominent in comic books, more so than it is in real life. It's a lot more subtle in real life. Now, as for me, I like to try to have a feel of realism, and also a feel of you know, the comic book. That's important to me. So, what we're going to do, we're going to try, let's try this, okay? I'm not going to say it works. I'm not going to say it's going to work, but we're going to try it. We're going to fill this in. Let's just fill it in all the way, because the scales are, it's actually kind of far away. And this needs just a little bit right there. Okay? Alright. And this. And like I said, there's light here. We're not making shading because this piece that she's wearing is actually pretty, how would you say it? It's a hard shiny surface. What we're doing is we're setting ourselves up for scale work. Now, being the penciling phase, it's actually going to be okay. It's going to work because there's no judgments. Just like this channel, there's no judgments. Alright, so what is going on? Why isn't that erasing? Or is it erasing? I think it's erasing is just too light. So let's go ahead and fill that in just a little bit more and see if it works. Okay. Alright. Okay, as you can see, and the thing is, you want to make it less and less as you go down all the way over here. Because it's actually darker in that area. Okay? So, alright. Now, that's gonna show up more in the inking phase. Alright, so we're gonna make a little bit right there, just like that. Okay, now, alright, close that off, that right there, and that's pretty much what we're gonna do for her for now, till you see more about her. It's almost like a biological, or how do you say it? Biomechanical situation. Okay. Alright, now, she's got her head turned. Alright, so right here, we're going to make, first of all, we got to get our perspective down. That's important. That's very important. So now if you're looking, okay, and a lot of this is basically trial and error. Everything is trial and error in life. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to find out how the city will look with her standing on this building like this. She's going to be seeing top view of things. She is in a warehouse type area all through the city, as you know, in like, actually, I will show you. That was the last page, or this is the last page that I did, where part of the city, that part of the city is being totally taken over, and it's just all horrific. It's a horrific, horrible, I think that's the same word. It's a terrible situation. What you want to do, don't go in there and make your havoc right away. Go in there and get your perspective down. You've got to go get your perspective down. You've got to then you get your buildings in. Whatever buildings are going to be in there. Okay? Now, she is higher up, so you'll see this door here. It's actually a double door because it's a warehouse. And I found that one of the things that helps understand perspective is kind of just coloring things in. Really, honestly. Just color them in. It's like you got let's make this that right there. Okay, that looks fine. And that looks fine. So this over here. And if we really wanted to see what we could do, you just want to go in there and kind of try things. Don't leave it too ordinary. Like, I can already see that this is out of perspective. That looks like a tiny door, and we don't want that. It's like a very, very tiny door. It's supposed to be a warehouse door. Like that. So, now, to make something look like it actually is bigger than what it needs to be, you just put things over there. Like this car, for instance. And start out with, don't make it too detailed. You got to get the basic form of something down before you can start making a lot of detail to it. Because I'm telling you, you're going to run into problems. And I run into problems all the time when I do things like that. I don't know, maybe you won't. Maybe you won't. I'm not saying that you will, but I do. So, and then once you, let's see that. It's like that. It's a weird looking car, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Alright, now put another door over here. And possibly there's construction. This is a big warehouse door right here. Okay, and these are top levels. Now I'm going to put chaos in front. But just like the human form, I like to make the buildings first. I like to put things down. Alright, now see, let's see if I'm trying to, does that look, let's do that. Some angles, I tell you what, they're really tough. Very tough. But that's the thing about it, You do not want to give up on an angle. Because I know a lot of times people will say, okay, well I can't get it, so I'm just gonna put something else there. I don't do that. I cannot do that. So let's see, that looks good to me for now. Now the warehouse, and there are a lot of times where through the project you'll see things that you can truly improve the panel with. Okay guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Make sure you stay tuned for the next one, because I'm going to be making a monster crashing through the warehouse, and that's going to be really exciting. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, the bell, so you can be notified when a new video is up. Just stay tuned because it's going to be really exciting. And make sure to check out Timeless Visions on Comixology.